What's the point?
So everything we did, we monetized, right? Like
That makes sense, though. I could see why you would lose your natural intuition because your new intuition is what is the most profitable or smartest or best for the algo.
You're like, hey, we're getting a divorce. I gotta vlog this shit. It's gonna get millions of views. Welcome back to another episode of Bart from the Heart, where Bart has gone through the painstaking task of creating very personal questions for us to have to answer, and we would be able to take the entire episode to let those questions marinate in our minds. But at the same time, Bart didn't imagine what he would be answering to these questions, so we're going to ask him the hardest one on the sheet.
there's a hardest one.
Yeah. I think
You read them all?
I think this is the hardest one.
Okay.
What are you currently trying to figure out in life? And what does achieving that look like?
Oh, okay. That one I think is easier for me because I feel like I've been trying to figure that out.
Oh, okay.
So for me, I think it all started probably when we first had Taika. When we first had him, we wanted to like not be like the 90s dad that's like gone all the time. You know, like you watch like and then there's, like, "Where's Dad?
Away
Oh,
on
we're
business,
working, Dad."
missing the baseball game.
Yeah, missing the baseball game. Like, where's Dad? He sends his fucking assistant to like record it, you know? Like we're trying to like not to live that life. And at that time, I was doing full-time JK, full-time barbell. Gio's doing full-time JK, full-time barbell stuff too. So we were slammed and doing our own personal stuff. I don't know why we're in the middle of talking, my feet cramp. And then and our personal vlogs, and I think even a podcast, maybe it was like fucking slammed. And then I remember Jill was telling me like, we need to wind this down if we want to create space for family. Because at that time we barely even had space for each other. I'm like, damn, that's true. So it was a big effort to like for Gio to stop doing JK. And then it was a big effort for Gio to slowly step away from barbell. And that probably took like, I don't know, maybe like a 4 to 5 year transition for that to happen. So I think by the time Taika was maybe 5, that's when Gio was a full-time stay-at-home mom.
Wow.
So that was like first big checklist, you know? I was like, okay, cool. That's what we really wanted. And because Gio, her mom had to go through some sort of surgery when she was a kid. And she said the home felt way different when the mom was stay at home versus when it wasn't. And she really felt the benefits of it. So she's like, I want to provide that kind of warmth for Taika. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm down with that. And then so that was the first part. The second part that I think we achieved now, I still have to confirm it. And I say confirm because I'm a very like numbers kind of guy, is like pretty much retirement, where we've been trying to like stack assets, passive income, all that stuff, where I can have like income and then not really have to, I guess, work for it because everything is just based off of assets, and have it cover our lifestyle, which we feel that's comfortable. And we achieved it, I think, end of last year. But I still have to do the actual check. So now I like downloaded Rocket Money. And I want to make sure I'm not subscribing to LA Fitness or like, you know, like all kinds of dumb things that drain your money. And then actually do like a 3-month audit to see, okay, cool. The budget that we get from our income, is it
sustainable?
Yes, it's sustainable. Does it cover all our bills? And also, bless you. And I also want to have, bless you, money set aside so that we can like go on trips and like the full thing, you know, the full scope. And then what's that look like? Like how many trips do we want to go on a year? That type of thing. So once we get there, then I'll know for sure I really don't have to have like a job. And then I think then the next thing what we want to do is, so if we first, Jill stay-at-home mom. Second thing is living, I guess, being retired, not depending on active income. The third thing is we've moved around so much, we never really had a home. So that's our next biggest project, is really having a home where like hopefully we don't move anymore.
Your next forever home.
Where like Taika could live there for like 10 years, you know, and then like hopefully it's the home that when he goes off to college and he comes back for Thanksgiving, that's the home he comes to. Like there's roots somewhere. Otherwise it's like every home that we talk about with him is just like, it feels like a temporary Airbnb he's been at. Like nothing is like, oh, that was my house. So I want him to feel that. And
Weren't you saying before too that like when you have a home, then he doesn't have to be as careful with the house itself?
so yeah, so the house we live in now, it's actually we found one that it was like, if this fool wanted to like just crash his go-kart into the side, I wouldn't be as sad, you know?
Yeah.
Like our old backyard, it was like super aesthetic and it looked cool, but it's not kid friendly at all.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, I think I'm pretty close to it. I'll do the little audit action, and I'm still looking for like things to do. Like when I think of retirement, I don't think of like I just sit there, read the newspaper, and drink like iced teas all day. I think more so I can pick and choose what I want to do. So is it possible that I get into another thing 100%?
Right.
Is it possible that I pursue something I've always wanted to do? Like let's say take piano lessons 100%.
Damn.
You know, like just it could be anything.
Yeah.
Like I was even brainstorming maybe going to like paramedic school just for
Wow.
fun, you know, like just so I could be like if shit happens, I could patch people up. Like just things that I feel like I've always been interested in and always felt like that would have to be another lifetime. I could make it part of this lifetime.
True, yeah.
Yeah, because I think for me retirement really means still being productive, but then now doing things without having to worry about the monetary side of things, which I think has been a big part of my life the last over a decade.
That way you're not betting all or nothing on everything you do.
On everything. Yeah. So it's like it's tough when you do that, you know? Yeah.
Dude, that's so solid.
Dude, Bart the paramedic.
If you were wasting your time by just building a skill set or a hobby in the past because it wasn't making you income,
Did I feel there was a
kind of like you just mentioned, like if I learn piano, well, I got to make money out of this, or it's like, I see.
Yeah,
What's the point?
So everything we did, we monetized, right? Like even that's how barbell was created. Like I was just working out, and I can't just work out just to work out. We got to work out and make AdSense off of it. So everything was like, okay, well, if we do this, and then you can't just live life because we got to like vlog and make money off of eating a sandwich.
Monetize your hobbies.
Yeah, it's like everything has to be that way. And then so when I started doing jujitsu, it was easy to post jujitsu content too. But I was like, you know what? I need to just do things for myself. So that's why I don't really actually share that much about it, even though I love doing it. Because of that, it feels cool. And then I feel like there is some sort of like, I don't know if this is the right word, might be too harsh, but if you've been a quote unquote influencer before, I feel like there needs to be some sort of influencer detox. Because you start living your life and your online life, and it starts blending so tightly, then everything is you're living your life kind of for the algorithm. And if you're living your life for the algorithm, you start to lose sense of, are you living life for yourself? You know? And then so I think like now I'm finally being able to like Jill's been detoxing for a while. If you go on her Instagram, she doesn't even post. Like there's no post. Maybe on her stories she'll post here and there. But it's only because she wants to. It's only because of close friends or whatever.
That makes sense, though. I could see why you would lose your natural intuition because your new intuition is what is the most profitable or smartest or best for the algo. Yeah. So you lose your gut feeling on like decisions.
Yeah. Or even the things you want to share. It's like
You're like, hey, we're getting a divorce. I gotta vlog this shit. It's gonna get millions of views.
Yeah. Exactly like that.
This is
Like,
my new pivot.
like shit like that. So it's cool to like, I guess, slowly go through that whole like detox thing right now.
Damn, that's dope. So you feel like how far along are you in the detox versus Geo? Is Geo 100% detox, you think?
She's 100%.
Okay.
She's 100%. For me, I'm still holding on. I still kind of maintain the page a little bit because I really don't know what my next chapter is. It could be I still do social media.
Could be beneficial.
So much leverage with social media, you know? Yeah. Or if I go like, oh, you know what? Maybe I do really want to make a film or go into acting.
Yeah.
It's going to be helpful if I didn't delete my Instagram.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, you know what? This is what I want to do. And they're like, oh, do you have an Instagram? I actually just deleted it to detox. You know?
Wow. Very
But at least now it does feel like you found a way to represent yourself on social media to a way that's just more automatic and truer to how you
your actual lifestyle.
But also it's the reason why it doesn't grow like strategically because I'm not like curating content. I'm just putting stuff up that I like.
Yeah. But I think that's healthier to have.
Yeah.
That's the balance, maybe. Yeah.
So I probably have less detox than what some other people might have to do who had a very curated life.
Yeah. But the good thing too is that let's say in the future you do get into something and where they want to know like what your stats are. at least everything you've got to show is organic, and you're not like full of a bunch of new subs that don't watch.
Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I feel like I'll know for sure this year if the retirement image that we would try to create, if we got there and if it's safe or not.
Yeah. So what's the first hobby you're gonna tackle?
EMT.
I honestly don't know yet.
Tourniquets.
I think the first thing even before getting into that is cleaning the office.
Yeah.
Because now I have no excuse. It's cleaning the office, getting in the house, feeling like a home, and then I already bought like 7 books that I want to read.
Really?
Yeah. So the one I'm reading right now, it's called "Awaken the Giant Within" by Tony Robbins. So I already started reading that one. Just like now, I actually have time to read. Yeah. Whereas before, like kind of like what Joe's saying, like anything I do that doesn't have an ROI or immediate ROI, it's a waste of time. So even though I know I'm supposed to read, I'm like,
There's a pressure happening.
Yeah, I'd rather go do this other thing. So now I'm like, I could have time to actually like.
That's good.
Get smart, and then maybe the next thing I do, I start from a smarter position than I.
That's good because it's like even if you did read those books before, they probably wouldn't have processed in a valuable way because you'd be thinking so much about what else you could be doing.
Yeah.
But now it's like you can actually digest it.
Or I'm also thinking direct application now.
Yeah.
Versus more conceptually.
Chasing the ROI.
Yeah. Versus like what other things am I not thinking about?
Yeah, versus just settling in it. That's true.
Yeah.
When you're an EMT, can we all start faking like trauma around him?
Bart has to fix it. Bart's gonna be like Steven Seagal out of nowhere. He's like patrolling the streets, and then out of nowhere he's like fucking fighting fires and shit just because he wants to.
Are you gonna get back into raving?
Fuck no. I'm an Anthony.
There's some kid-friendly raves you can go to.
Yeah, that's Anthony's thing.
I guess that is pretty exciting to think of. Like you'd be at a point in your life where kind of anything could happen. You know?
I got the EMT inspo because from Taika's first seizure.
Oh yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah.
They came and then they got him. They put him in the ambulance. They're going, and I'm driving behind the car, and I never seen that happen to him. Right, so it's a near-death experience. Mm-hmm. I'm driving, and I'm bawling my eyes out. I'm like, these guys saved his life, and I just make people laugh.
I don't do anything useful.
Dude, I started like asking myself, like, what am I contributing to society?
For real.
I'm like, that fool. They literally saved his life, and I couldn't do like Taika was like biting his mouth, like I couldn't do anything.
I thought you wanted to be EMT because of that one guy that was stuttering so much.
The guy that showed up.
And you're like, I could do better than that guy.
That guy was fucking, I don't know why he's a fucking paramedic, dude. One of the guys that showed up was a paramedic.
I remember the story. I feel so bad for him.
When did the seizure stop? And I'm like, what the fuck? Can we get another guy that answers 911 phone calls, please? Holy shit.
That would inspire me to want to do that job.
Oh no, that was crazy.
Poor guy, dude.
Dude, that's probably the most well-explained answer I could have thought.
Very well thought out.
Oh, thank you.
If you guys have any other questions that you'd want Bart to add to his Bart from the Heart playlist, just put it down in there in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed hearing a very honest answer for a pretty hard question, I thought, but he killed it.
Easy.